Rapper Michael Lee in the building. Rap Star 101. So if you are tuned into this channel, guess what? You want to know how to rap. And I'm gonna talk to you about some of that kind of stuff. All right, so I'll cover, different stuff. I'm not gonna go for what I covered. Cover like studio setup, cooking, all that kind of stuff. All right, so now what I want to talk about is something that I experience periodically, and that is going out into public. Rappers are definitely seen and sometimes heard. All right. And so what I want to talk about is clothing and sending email. Sending emails. Let's cover sending emails first while that's fresh in my mind. One, you want to make sure that you have a suitable email address. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have something too out there, like I'm the best shit at gmail.com and stuff like that, or I'm the best mother, you know, be at gmail.com or yahoo.com or yahoo.net or whatever it might be. You don't have to have a email address through your website. It's like this: you have to pick and choose your battles when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying? Because it's stuff to spend money on besides websites. You know what I'm saying? It's fees for putting your music out on websites. It's buying business cards. It is buying a professional website if you want to go through that way. It is copywriting, your lyrics and whatnot, which costs $50. All right, so I'm gonna say about that. All right, so when you send your email, make sure it has a few things. Make sure it has your name and what kind of what you're sending. If it's explicit, tell them it's explicit. And if it's explicit and has adult content and you want it on the radio, take the time to do what they call version or a radio edit if it's that important to you. You know what I'm saying? And talk to them about what radio, what radio ready means. And don't be afraid to make appointments with like people at the radio station. Tell them, be like, you know what? I'm an artist, right? And what I want to do is I want to go into the recording studio and create a song, something that can end up on your regular radio rotation. All right, and tell them that you want that, and then you can sit down with them, talk to them about what kind of content they're looking for and all that kind of stuff. And if they're not willing to do that, then you do something else. I'm gonna say it like this: if you travel a lot and you don't, you're moving from city to city, you always start with two: one, the city that you're at, and two, the city where you were born in. So even though I be in Columbus, Georgia, how would it look for me to be sending my music to Atlanta, Georgia, when I have not covered home first? You take care of home first. You love your city so they can love you back. So make sure that you have something reliable. It's nothing. My worst fear is this: there's nothing like trying to send somebody an email and sending them a link to your song, and then when they get to the link, it's not there anymore. It's embarrassing. In my opinion, when you can send somebody the raw MP3 file, that's person to person, and that's a lot more better. However, it's more important to keep in contact about what you are, how you are doing, how you play your songs, and how many people download and all that kind of stuff. And so when you put it out there on different websites like MediaFire and SoundCloud and YouTube and all that kind of stuff, you can get a gist of how many people listen to your stuff, and they can give you reasonable feedback. Because when you send somebody a direct contact and you get in the raw file without a link, there's no real way of telling, about, who downloaded it and how many people listen to it and what they like and all that kind of stuff. And three, make sure you include like your contact information or something like that. So name, a good file for your music and contact information. You know, me particularly, I have a signature at the bottom of mine, what they call it on Google and Gmail, and I have my Hulkshire page link on there, and I have who I am and who I represent for, Po Boy Records, leading all that kind of, so all that stuff be on there. All right, so that's done, that part. So, who do you want to see your music to? I've covered this before, so I'm gonna say a few things. Send it to radio stations, send it to, you know, send it to nightclubs, send it to professionals, send it to grocery stores. Do it local. You know what I'm saying? If there's a place that you like, send it to them. You know what I'm saying? Strike up deals with people like that. I'm gonna say it like this. I am from now on doing business to business beats. So I love to sell beats, like musical compositions, and that's a way of making money, online. You know what I'm saying? It could be from a few dollars to a few $100, depending on how you do it. Me particularly, I sell mine outright because I want to keep a count about how many people download my stuff, because nothing worse than having legal trouble. And you could, if you don't know what you're doing or if you be careless. I'm not signing my life away. I'm not signing no kind of contract or nothing. It's just an agreement that I have a certain beat, and in order for you to buy it, you give me money. And me particularly, I'm a wire money type person. So it's like MoneyGram, Western Union, stuff like that, and so on. That's how you can pay me. And so it depends on where I list it for. Usually it's $300. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a good price because I'm letting you buy outright, so you can chop it up, screw it. You know what I'm saying? Do a lot to it, and it's gonna be yours. And it's not like you can be walking down the street and you hear somebody bumping that beat and be like, how did they get the beat like that? They got the beat you got because they got it from the same place. You know what I'm saying? It's a producer out there, who be giving the artist the same beats, and that's whack. Everybody can't say the same thing. Some beats are emotional, some beats are hype, some beats are low tempo, some beats are simple, some beats are complicated. I just recently learned how to do a drum roll. You know what I'm saying? In the dial that I use. But me particularly, I am a live person. So when I do a beat, I like to use and the rock track in GarageBand. All right, now I didn't cover music. Okay, I didn't cover all that kind of stuff. Didn't cover, sending emails, all that kind of stuff. Next is clothing. If you want to be a rapper, which you're watching this because you want to be a rapper. If you want to be a rapper, it's important to have an image. You know what I'm saying? You can have gold chains and the big medallions like Flavor Flav and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can have your tongue pierced or your ear pierced, and that's all been a part of you. But for example, me, what I do, I am a white shirt type person. You know what I'm saying? What that means is this. I like personally, you know what I'm saying, that there are like 3 buttons and maybe 4 buttons. And I like to wear that with different bottoms, like jeans, shorts, uh sweatpants, windsuit bottoms, different stuff like that. So that's me. White shirt, sunglasses. You know what I'm saying? And some type of bottom pants or shorts. And that's my style. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. And when I get sunglasses, I don't shop, for no more than $10, $12 per sunglasses. That way I can just leave them everywhere. I can throw them anywhere. Don't have to worry about, how, you know, um, how they gonna end up. Don't worry. I don't have to worry about breaking them, all that kind of stuff. Cause when you have sunglasses that people wear that I be sitting around, they be $1, $2, $3, $4, $500. You know what I'm saying? They be the Versace and the it's just other um sunglass manufacturers out there. Prada, probably Jimmy Choo. So it's a lot out there. But me, I get mine from like Amazon.com, and I be looking at the dollar store, Walgreens, all that kind of stuff. And so those are kind of sunglasses that I like to wear. Matter of fact, if you all like my channel, hit me up, you know what I'm saying? Send me a pair of sunglasses, hook me up. You know what I'm saying? I like mine black or gold or silver. So black, gold, or silver. And my address is 2700 3rd Avenue, Columbus, Georgia 31904. And then put Michael Lee, Michaellee. And why not? I do YouTube. I'm a YouTuber, and most YouTubers give out their address so people can send them, stuff, letters, packages, gifts, money. But anyway, yeah. So like I said, an image is very important. You know, I don't know if you know this or not, but think about monkey. You know what I'm saying? When you look at a monkey flows from top to bottom. So when you look at yourself, you know what I'm saying? When you look at your shape, you want it to flow from top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? And you want your clothes to flow from top to bottom. And just have certain stuff on you. Like me particularly, like I said, I have sunglasses on me. You know what I'm saying? Like sunglasses. And I have several around the house, and I don't worry about them being lost or being, dirty, because $10, $10 is not a lot. $12 is not a lot. Under $12 is not a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I can just leave them there for a few days and not have to worry about dusting them off or whatever it might be. So develop an image. Stick with that image. Some recording artists grow their hair out. Like everybody. Most artists, grow their hair out. But I don't, because I like the response that I get with the bald head and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know what else to say. You know, also don't be afraid to develop a way of keeping different stuff, like your lyrics and whatnot. Mine are on my computer and on my phone and on this and that. So no matter whatever it is, I just find them here. Well, all right, so that's about it, really. Make sure you comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you all for watching. I want to give a few quick shout outs. Shout out to Daily Driven Exotics. Shout out to Autovlog. Shout out to Boss of Speed. Shout out to Street Speed 717. Shout out to Insane Designs and all that kind of stuff. Shout out to Brian S. Red and Jonathan. So it's like, YouTube shout outs and whatnot. Oh, and shout out to Tanner Fox. That dude with the I don't know what else, I was hanging out one day, right? And I think it was on one of those we recommend this for you. When on YouTube they had this section where they say, okay, we recommend you watch this particular video, and I had ended up watching one of his. So shout out to Tanner Fox. He's a YouTuber, and he makes his money and stuff off of his car. So he bought a car. If I'm not mistaken, it is a Nissan 370Z, and he does modifications on it. Oh, and shot to 700. He does the same thing, and that's what they do. They make money from talking about their cars, for driving their cars, or for selling their cars, or flipping cars, or whatever they do, and then that's how they get famous. So some of them are car enthusiasts. Some of them are DJs and producers and whatnot. And that's about it, really. So, until next time, remember, in order to succeed at anything, to the 4-piece patient practice price. I want to thank everybody for watching and paying attention to my Ustream when I went live yesterday. Had DJ'd and had a nice set. So a few times a week I will go live at 5 o'clock and do a mix. And somebody really I use my program. It's a program that I use on my Chromebook called Party Cloud or UDJ. That's what I use. That's about it. I don't know how I want to end this. I don't know how to end this.